Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be an informative video on some tricks. I'm going to state some combos that I pieced together and I learned from somewhere else, which I can't name. And if I don't know the name, I am going to give them my own name and type the right name on screen so that you can look them up yourself. Well, the person who actually asked for this, I think his name was Seven Swords Official. So yeah, here's your video on some flips that's important to learn to make combos. Like the tricks you see me do all the time. It's like the Sen rollover. That's the first trick. Sen rollover. And it starts with this finger grip. And then all you do is just flick it around your thumb, catch it like this. Then just go down and then do this. A wrist pass. Yeah. So that's the first trick. The Sen rollover. You need this in many tricks, or to a twirl. And then another trick that can be used in many tricks is this. It's like a Sen rollover, but instead of vertical, you do it horizontally, I think. I can be wrong here, but I think that's the terminology of this. But hold it like this and then do the exact same thing but from your thumb and then catch it like this. But instead of doing something like this, you just flick it back. To recap, this, and I don't know which. I think you should hold it by the bite handle. Yes, because you won't cut yourself when you do it when you do this. So for this trick, it's important to hold it by the bite handle because it will be touching here and you don't want it to be sharp. So yeah, even though I have a trainer, most of the time you see me do whatever. But if you want to do it yourself, keep that in mind to hold it by the bite handle. Yeah. Well, what other trick could be used? And then like a fan is something cool. You can just fling it out and then start doing this, and then it will or you don't have the guide, you can just do this. So yeah, like all the moves I'm doing here is just a Sen rollover, get it to here and then just flick it back and just catch it. Just this. You can just do however you want to, but that's the two tricks I like the most. The Sen rollover and then the Y2K. If you learn those, you can experiment. Like, what if I do this and then keep the momentum going, like this and then that. Flick it and then catch it back. So you see, an underhand thumb rollover. Yeah, you can also search for Sen rollover or just thumb rollover. Another trick you can do is like a first finger rollover, like this. And then, here's the fun part. You can combine, like Sen rollover, first finger rollover. Y2K, first finger rollover. You see how I'm working with this? It's super easy when you have learned those tricks. But that's the part that you have to do yourself. You have to learn them. And I am not a tutorial channel. I will never be, because I am awful at explaining, because I'm Swedish, so the terminology and the explaining, I am not good at it. So as I did in my last video, I recommend Big Flips on YouTube. He is really good at explaining, and he is really good to, he shows in slow motion. He shows just like, he do it slow and steady. and give you tips on how to improve. And yeah, another trick you can do is this. Oh fuck, not drop it, that's not a trick. Or it is if you want to, but it's hard to make that look cool. Take it here and then a chaplain. And then a twirl. That's called a twirl. I don't know if it's a full twirl or it's a twirl, but either type into YouTube full twirl or twirl. Here's an aerial. Oh, well, here's an aerial. Ah, fuck, I cut myself in the stomach if this was a real blade. I catched it like this, so I would be dead. Well, that's why I don't have a live blade, and because it's illegal in Sweden. But to recap, a thing you have to experiment is when you have learned them, you can put them together in combos. So don't learn combos in the beginning. It will just discourage you and think that you can't do it. But focus on the individual tricks and then get really, really, really good at them, and then piece them together. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's not. That's around the world, I think. Like something like that. But anyways, look at this. I mean, it's cool. Cool opening. But a cool opening, when you know two tricks, can be this and then you can just loop it. People who don't know Balisong flipping will think this is real cool. And those of us who know Balisong flipping, it's still cool. But if you just bake in 3 or 4 tricks in your combos, it will look really refined. But anyways, look up big flips on YouTube. Search the names that I have stated with his YouTube name and then the trick name I stated. If you don't remember, this vertical is a Sen rollover. Horizontally, I think it is a Sen rollover. No, it's Y2K. This is a chaplain, and then this is a twirl. This is an aerial. Besides from the twirl, these are really beginner moves that you should learn, or that you should aim at learning in the beginning. So yeah, that's have been today's video, and goodbye.